Okay, I was not expecting that, but I'm absolutely not mad about it either. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Thank you for attending what is the remembrance of quite, in my opinion, a monumental season. No one could have predicted what would have happened in March of 2020 and how it would have changed the way we act, the way we behave, the way we exist, and all of the things that happened up until this point. It has been well over 600 days since we have had any sort of normal for marching band. And one of the things we talked to your children about constantly was to just be grateful for what we have, simply because it can be taken away from us at any moment. So once again, I want to welcome you all. I would like to say a couple thanks first before we get started with our state finals performance viewing. I would first like to thank Dr. Andrew Jackson, a former Banquet himself, our fantastic superintendent, as well as Mr. Tom Black, Mrs. Jamie Rossfeld, and Mr. Chad Swinney, and also our booster board as well, who have helped keep this ship running throughout many, many months of meetings and fundraising and decisions that we've had together. So I want to first start off the evening by showing you a reminder of the hard work that your children put forth this season with a viewing of our state finals performance.
Our next band comes from East Central High School. Let's welcome the Marching Trojans from St. Leon, Indiana. The title of their show is Unraveling. The principal is Tom Black. The band is under the direction of Andrew Sharp. The drum majors are Maddie Zerweller and Jasmine Buckley. Drum majors, the field is yours for ISMA performance.
Life is not easy at all.
While there is still no word on a cure for the virus, government officials report the virus is not here
Never happier. At some point, everything's going to go south on you. Everything's going to go south, and you're going to say, this is it. This is how I end. Coming apart at the seams, and everyone's fooling with me. I am unraveling. I'm coming apart at the seams.
Mine, oh mine, we must have got it wrong. The world is a falling sky. The storm is coming strong. No one is just coming out of the summer shade. Look at me, I'm ready for all these big games.
was the Marching Trojans of East Central High School. The band director is Andrew Sharp.
Okay. So the next part of our program, we are going to give out some awards. Now, it is always difficult to narrow things down, but we have a couple awards for each section. The first section we would like to start with would be the woodwind section. The first award we're going to give out tonight is the most improved woodwind. This is probably, I probably shouldn't have put it first, but this is probably one of the most deserving candidates I have ever taught to receive this award, simply for the fact that there was a time that I remember very vividly going down to the middle school last year and getting to work with this student one-on-one because they were struggling with something. And we were talking about the music, and I pointed to something. I said, "Can you tell me what the name of that note is?" And she said, "No." I went, "Okay, let's look it up. How do I do that?" Okay. And then some things got a little bit better between then, but this person went from not knowing some notes on the page to what I feel has been one of the most marketable improvements of any member of our band this year, to playing the entire show memorized by the time we went to the first show. I am so proud to award this person with the most improved woodwind award to Bree Cope. Okay, the next award that I'm going to give out is Rookies of the Year for the woodwinds. Usually this is designed for one person, but I could not narrow it down to one woodwind person. The first person we're going to give this to is someone who I had maybe in rehearsal had to say their name 2 or 3 times for corrections or anything. This is someone who sort of just kind of blended in at first, but with their playing ability and their dedication just soared through this season. And I could not be any more proud to award the first Woodwind of the Year, Rookie of the Year, to Haley Wright. Come on down. Okay, she's running. The other person who is also equally deserving is someone that I cannot wait to measure the decibel level of cheers he is going to get for receiving this. Someone who learned a completely new instrument to join the marching band and had no interest in being in marching band whatsoever until I pulled him into the hallway last year and I said, "Hey, you're not signed up for marching band." And he goes, "Nope." And I went, "Can we change that?" Yeah, I go, "Okay, yeah, that's fine." What do I play? Well, there's a couple, about 13 or so we could choose from. Bassoon is not a marching band instrument, but alto saxophone is. So the second Woodwind Rookie of the Year that I would like to award is Mr. Jeremy Kirschbaum. Also very far away. And the next award is the Woodwind MVP Award. And there isn't a whole lot to say about this person other than I have gotten to know them very well through their obsession with many things involving band and outside things. This person we knew we were going to have to use to design much of the show around, and someone who is a complete crowd favorite and someone who has the ability to just light up a room with his humor and a little bit of humility and his absolute weirdly undying love of craisins. The Woodwind MVP of 2021 is hereby granted to Mr. Noah Morgan. Plates are last. Next, I would like to call up someone who is also a crowd favorite and has been my right-hand man to be my therapist, my work wife, and now one of my, what I would consider to be one of my best friends. Please welcome to the stage our percussion director, Mr. Garrett Ciriello.
I'm not doing a speech. I'm talking enough. I did write notes. I was prepared to do the paper plates first, but that's okay. Hello, I'm Garrett Ciriello. Yeah, I teach all the drums and the stuff that makes a lot of loud noises. It was a crazy season. We grew the section to be the biggest section in the band, much to my headaches, because that meant half of them were all rookies. But it was great. All of them were fantastic. But I think that's a good place to start, is going to be with our Percussion Rookie of the Year. So we had 15 members of our percussion section, and 8 of them were rookies. So I had lots to choose from, so much talent and so many kids that were so happy to be a band and so passionate about learning and doing new stuff, because it was all new to them. But the person who stuck out to me for Rookie of the Year, this was especially new because this was an instrument that or a section they hadn't played before. I lost my spot. Yeah, so it takes a lot jumping in as a rookie, especially as an 8th grade rookie, never playing percussion before. But this person just came in and very quickly was hanging with the seniors and the juniors and sometimes outplaying them. So you guys better watch yourself. The Percussion Rookie of the Year is going to Peter Williams. He's way up there. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. All right. When I had to think about who improved the most, usually it's really easy to go to another young player because the growth curve, the learning curve is so fast when you're going from not knowing music at all to like picking up 6 the first time to playing it for like, those are big improvements. But this year, I think there was a person that stood out to me more than one of the rookies. This person took on a role that they had never played before, on an instrument that they had very little experience on, wasn't really prepared to play the instrument that they ended up on. And now I would say that thinking about how hard I made this music and how I spent some time playing drum set professionally, I would absolutely hire this person at the end of the season to play any gig that I've ever played. Leah South absolutely killed our drum set this year, and it's really awesome. All right, so our last one up would be our percussion MVP. And trying to think about the most valuable player and like what that means, it's so tough. Like most of them are sitting here. I don't know why we're not all sitting as a section, but we'll talk about that later. Like they're all such great humans and such great performers. So trying to think of who made the biggest difference when they weren't here. Like who would you look around and think, wow, we didn't have as good of a rehearsal today because this person wasn't there, or this person came in today and really helped change the mentality of the group. When we started this season, I started doing like a 5 or 10 minute meditation with everybody, just to kind of calm their nerves and get us centered for starting to perform and do all the things we need to do. And it worked really well. And this person took that under her wing and kind of took charge of leading that, and I think that it made a huge impact on the success of our group. Sarah Roselle is our percussion MVP. That's all for me.
He'll be back up in a moment, but one more round of applause for Mr. Serial, please. The next section we would like to honor is our people who do not make a sound usually on the field. They are the primary visual representation of our band. So I would now like to recognize our most improved color guard member. Unfortunately, my wife, Mrs. Scharf, was unable to attend tonight, but she did send me some notes to talk about these people. At the tender age of 33, my wife has now undergone 4 knee surgeries, and we still have 1 more to go in December. So if you have ever had a knee replacement before, whatever the step under having a knee replacement is what she's having in December. So we're still recovering from that. So Kylie, if you're watching at home, which I'm sure you are, I love you. I hope you recover fast, and I'm gonna talk about how great your kids are. Was that for me or her? Her? Okay, wonderful. Let's move on. Okay, so most improved color guard. This person started the season not knowing that, I'm reading this, so these are not my words. This person started the season not knowing the difference between the pole and the silk, but over the season became an integral part of the team. She is strong, she is smart, and she is the life of the party, or so we hear. Please join me in congratulating Miss Sierra McAllister for Most Improved Color Guard. Okay, the next person would be the Rookie of the Year. So sometimes we have kids who join straight out of middle school. Sometimes we have kids who join in middle school from time to time. This person joined much later, but has become an incredible performer. To read exactly what Kylie wrote, this person went from giving herself a concussion while practicing by herself to spinning like a maniac while traveling 3 yard lines marching backwards. Even with messed up knees and all, she still helped carry the team. Please help me to congratulate the Color Guard Rookie of the Year, Jordan Eppinghoff. And last but not least is our Color Guard MVP. Again, could be awarded to any of our outstanding Color Guard members. But this person in particular really stepped up in the last couple weeks of the season. You know, sometimes with all the crazy things and all the activities that your children are a part of, sometimes things cross. And this person had to almost learn a completely new show with less than 2 weeks left in the season. And for that sort of dedication and work ethic, we are so grateful to award Miss Amber Sillis the Color Guard MVP. Okay, next are members of our brass section. This Most Improved Award is so deserving of somebody who I know for sure had a lot of trouble at the beginning of band camp, but has become an incredibly funny human being, has really opened up in his confidence and everything that he has done for our band, himself, his family, and his community. So I would like to recognize our most improved brass member, Mr. Robbie Maxwell. Next, we would like to recognize our Brass Rookie of the Year. And usually when parents corner, as a teacher, when parents corner you in the parking lot and they whip around in their big truck and they come and say hello to you and ask to talk to you, more often than not, it can be less than positive, but I have a distinct memory of early season, a tan pickup truck going and parking as we were coming inside, and then immediately pulling back out, whipping around in front of me as I'm walking into the parking lot, and just talking my ear off about how grateful he was for this new activity that we talked his son into. And so I think it is no question that our 2021 Brass Rookie of the Year goes to Mr. Connor Eckstein. Okay, and last but not least for the Brass Awards, I would like to award the Brass MVP to someone who, from the time I met them as a sophomore when I first got here to who they are now, and has on more than one occasion emailed me and asked for my opinion on their playing and how they can be better and how that they can do things better and all of these things. And this young lady has turned into an incredible leader, even so much so that she delayed her vacation to make sure that she could attend our prelims performance. So I would like to wholeheartedly congratulate our Brass MVP, Miss Hallie Wood. This is not an award I'm going to physically give out, but I do want to thank one special person who was able to join us at the tender age of -4 weeks old now, who somehow and for some reason we were able to communicate to him that he needed to not come early until after ISMA prelims. We are very lucky to be in the presence of a very young East Central marching Trojan at the tender age of -4 weeks. Please help me in welcoming and congratulating Mr. Oliver Ciriello. Oh, he's sleeping, sorry. Okay, we'll move on. Thanks, Oliver. Okay, before we get to our Marching Trojan of the Year award, we have some fun, silly awards that we give out every year. Now, these are completely fun, not meant to humiliate or tease anybody. These are just fun, silly awards that we like to give out called, from a tradition that started before I got here, which is our Paper Plate Awards. And one of my favorite Paper Plate Awards to give out every year is our Two Left Feet Award. So when rookies show up in June, they are so fresh and they have absolutely no idea what 250 hours worth of rehearsal is going to be like. And sometimes they get it and it clicks. Sometimes they don't get it until their sophomore year. Sometimes they don't get it until state finals. But I am so proud of this person for all of the hard work and dedication that they put into our band program. Please help me in congratulating Miss Collie Harmon for the Two Left Feet Award. She's coming. She's coming. Please help me welcome back to the stage our percussion director, Mr. Garrett Ciriello. I'll do the dog one.
He told me to do two, and he only did one. Well, that's okay. I was gonna award an honorary one to the best baby of the room, but that's okay. He did it for me. Let's see. I have one, and I'm not gonna name it because it probably will give that person away. When I first met this person, I think through the whole season, I maybe got 5 words from them. And it was like, okay, that's your deal. You're pretty shy. We're just gonna do the thing and keep doing drums and everything like that. Then they showed up to marching band, and over the course of the year, I got to watch them befriend everyone. I became the butt of many jokes aimed my way from this person. It kind of hurt a little bit. That's okay. They're growing and learning. But yeah, this person became a social butterfly. And that's why this Paper Plate Award is the Social Butterfly Award, and it goes to Miss Julianne South. Where'd she go? Oh, she's all the way at the top. She's all the way at the top. Yeah. since Mr. Sharp tricked me into doing two. At the beginning of this year, I asked Leah to come up with a way that we can encourage people to like practice on their own and do all the right stuff and show up early and like how we were going to do that. She came up with a sticker chart to kind of track all those things. Because like when me and Mr. Sharp tell people to practice more, sometimes they don't listen. But when they can see a sticker on the board, somehow it works. There were two students that kind of ran away with this competition. One of them was Miss Julianne South, which is really great. And so the winner of this paper plate, the Good Noodle Award, that's their term, not me, is going to go to the other person who tied Julianne South, and that is Miss Catherine Bryce.
Catherine, my knees hurt just watching you do that. Okay, the last paper plate award we have is the Mama Bear Award for the color guard. So much like Mama Bears, it's going to go to two people because they will do anything for their babies or their guard babies. And they are there when you have questions. They are there when you need a shoulder to cry on. They don't settle for mediocre achievement, and they really push the guard to be the best versions of themselves. So please help me in congratulating Allison Davis and Lily Robertson for the Mama Bear Award. And last but not least, back to the serious award, the Marching Trojan of the Year award can go to any member who has demonstrated outstanding attitude, dedication, pride, and showcases the epitome of class and image of the East Central Marching Trojans. And this person, when they had their leadership interview, completely floored us. It was one of the most professional, put together, well thought out, humble, and sincere interviews I've ever been a part of from someone who is still a teenager and had just barely gotten their license not too long ago. And I wish I could go on and on about this person. I could say millions of things about their character, their playing ability, and just how proud I am of this person. And there is so much that they deserve in this life. So please help me in congratulating our 2021 Marching Trojan of the Year, Mr. Jacob Noyes. Okay, now I would like to present to you a slideshow put together by our assistant drum major, Miss Jasmine Muckley. Well, there being no further questions for the good of the order, I'm going to go ahead and pull up our show reveal, which I know most of us have been waiting anxiously for. So before we play it, I do have to give a shout out specifically to current senior. It's actually Ryan. Exactly 4 minutes long, and make sure you send Ryan a message when you get done watching it and thank him for doing this.
I'm coming apart at the seams, and everyone's pulling at me, and I am unraveling. I'm coming apart at the seams. It's worse than I thought it would be, but I've never been happier. In the unraveling, Father, unravel me when I can't feel a thing. Have mercy and let. Don't wanna be lonely. I know it's done. Don't wanna survive anymore. I have been numb. I wanna feel for way too long. I'm coming apart at the seams, and everyone's pulling at me, and I am unraveling. The smile isn't quite what it seems, but it does well to hide what's beneath, where the pressure is staggering. In the unraveling, Father, unravel me when I can't feel a thing. Have mercy and let me bleed. I know it's dumb, but I have been numb for way too long. Oh, so goodbye now, yellow brick road. Thanks a lot, what I need is back home. So homeward traveling, and in the unraveling, Father, take too long. Don't wanna be alone anymore. I don't wanna survive anymore. And I wanna feel unravel. I'm coming apart at the seams. It's worse than I thought it would be. But I've never been happier.
Thank you for putting that together, Jasmine. In closing, everyone, thank you all for attending tonight's banquet. Thank you for your contributions. It almost goes without saying that the time and dedication and love for music that this community has showcased and continues to support is near unmatched by anyone in the surrounding areas. So for that, we thank you. Your children have put forth over 250 hours to create the product you saw earlier. And for that, allowing them to be under our supervision and our care, we are so grateful for that. To be able to stand in front of your children and be their teachers, their mentors, their friends, and all of the other things that we get to teach them in life and in music. These kids and your families are the primary reason for the success. Without you, without them, there is no band. There is no East Central High School. There is no Sunman Dearborn community without you all. And our staff, me, Mr. C, Mrs. C, my wife, Miss Pickett, Emily, Jackie, Kyle, everyone who has helped this season are eternally grateful for getting the chance to work with them, and you all as well. I can't tell you how excited I was every competition to see so many parent faces who were there for no other reason than to see their child succeed and to help this crazy thing we call marching band. I am so incredibly grateful for those things. There is not a day that goes by that since I moved to this community that I am not grateful. There is not a day that goes by that anyone on our band staff and in our school corporation is not thankful for your support, your kind words, and everything you do, including letting us teach your children. So we are so thankful for that. And ladies and gentlemen, sitting in this auditorium right now is the future of our community and the world. Less than 3% of all band kids and color guard kids become band directors and color guard directors after their high school music experience. They become doctors and lawyers and community leaders to support the world and making it a better place. And I, for one, am 1,000% confident to say that if this, your children, our students, are the future of the world, we are in great hands. Scores, placements, and trophies and accolades are not the reason why we do what we do. They are for the memories. They are for the videos of a junior clarinet sticking his feet out of the band bus. For whatever reason, I'm sure his bus mates were very thankful for that he did that. those are the memories that your children are going to take with them for the rest of their lives. And that is the reason why we do what we do, to teach them to be better people, to teach them to be better, eventually, better parents, community members, and classmates. Every time the band comes off the field, the first question I always ask them is, how do you think you did? And whether they think that they had the best performance of their life or what they deem was not a great performance, we always tell them how they feel is the thing that ultimately matters. It is not the placement nor the awards. Although, state finals is pretty cool. I will admit that part. The staff's message to your children has always been and will continue to be, love yourself, love who you are, love what you do, and most importantly, love each other. Because at the end of the day, all we have is each other. Not having any children of my own yet, I try to treat every student as though they are part of my family. There's not a day that goes by where myself or Mr. C does not drop everything we are doing in the event a child has something that they need to talk about, whether it's personal or professional or school or things that are going on at home. We make the effort to connect with them and let them know that they are seen, they are heard, and that they are loved. So the promise we are making to you is that we will continue to make your children feel loved, welcome, and accepted. Thank you for your time, your dedication, and your support. Please drive safely and have a great night. Do you want to do the thing? All right, the kids want to do the thing. Here we go.